Hello, sisters. Welcome to the Unleash Her podcast, the show that inspires you and empowers you to unlock your full potential. I'm your host and your online sister coach, Elysa, and I want to welcome you to this virtual sisterhood. This is my first ever podcast episode, and I am quite nervous. I'm quite excited, and I have no idea why I didn't come to the point to actually record it. To be fair, everyone that might know me or the girls that don't know me, I have been working as an online fitness coach for the past years, but I've always focused on the Dutch audience. You might hear it a little bit in my accent that I have a slight Dutch accent. So because of that, my content usually was Dutch. I recorded my videos in Dutch. My Instagram is Dutch. Most of it was focused on the Belgian and Dutch market, which was, quite nervous, scary for me to start talking in English. So we're just gonna wing it today, and I'm so excited to be sharing this with you. And I'm thanking you to listening to my first ever episode. You guys, I have to be honest. I have my little you see, I almost let that glass fall. Anyway, I have my little notes here because I want to make sure that I get to all the points with you today because today we're going to talk about something very interesting. That's that one thing that is stopping you from growing. And as I'm going to talk about this subject, I want to actually get you along with me in my journey as an entrepreneur on how I moved to Dubai and eventually have an online full-time coaching platform. Not only me, but I have coaches working for me, and we're helping over hundreds and thousands of women in the past years to reach their, fitness goals. But until I got to this point, obviously, I went to a lot of doubts about myself. I tried different things, not everything worked out. And this is exactly what I want to talk about with you, that one thing that is stopping you from growing. So I want to take you back to the beginning. And as I'm telling you this story, you will understand also a little bit more about me. You will get to know me also. I started studying my bachelor's, which was technical business management. I'm not sure actually if this is the exact translation, but what I do know, it was a quite masculine bachelor's. A lot of guys were in my classroom, and not only that, it was a quite heavy bachelor's, at least for me. I find it quite intense to do it, and I noticed that I was close to a burnout. I just really didn't like studying. I was so happy it was over. And when I finally got my diploma, I was really thinking, what do I want now? Do I want to get into this 9 to 5 project manager? I got some job offers as a junior project manager in an engineering company, in a dredging company, extremely masculine. But I mean, it is a quite exciting opportunity. But I was like, do I want that after my studies? Do I want to get back to that heavy working, era? I didn't want that. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do something very simple. I'm just going to start as an admin worker, very simple, just for myself to get peace of mind and to just figure out and discover what do I want in my life. And as the months passed, I was working like 1 or 2 years in this company, a very nice company. But I was very aware that I could reach way more than this, and I could do way more than this, and I wanted to reach way more than this. I knew that I wanted to be living somewhere else. I knew I was capable of doing so much more. This is the first thing that I want to zoom in with you today, and that's the thoughts that you have of yourself and your abilities, and the way that you think of yourself is eventually that thing that's going to get you far in life. So I want you to take a moment now or later after this podcast to really list down the thoughts or the limiting thoughts that you have about yourself, because these are very important factors in growing. Okay, I didn't fully knew exactly what I wanted to reach in life, but I knew I was capable of doing a lot more than I was doing at the moment. So I eventually resigned from that job and I started working as a freelancer myself. I started to work as a freelancer in admin work. So it was the same similar work that I was doing, but then as a freelancer, so I had more freedom. And I got into fitness. And that was, I think, 10 years, 8 years ago that I actually went to do fitness. I didn't know anything about it. And I noticed that there is more women that are quite intimidated to go to the gym have no idea how the machines work. And I saw a slight opportunity there. So I was like, what if I just, offer a package? And I called this package the Get to Know Fitness package. Myself, I didn't even know a lot about fitness, but I knew enough to help other women to be a bit more confident. So I was like, you know what, let me just post it on my socials to see if there's maybe even 2 girls that would like to do this. And there were a couple of girls that were interested in that. It was like 20 euros, was nothing. It was just for me to get a bit of experience also in the fitness. And mind you, ladies, I didn't know a lot about fitness. The only thing I did know is that I have the ability to make these girls feel comfortable by stepping into my gym and the machines and teaching them the basics. I didn't have to be all there to teach them this. So this is already something interesting for you to think about. Sometimes we all already limit ourselves with the thought that we need to be very high in our levels to be able to help others, but sometimes you are just enough how you are right now. Anyway, so I started that. And I was like, okay, interesting. And from that, I started to offer a guide, like a PDF file with the basics of fitness, because some girls, they weren't able to travel all the way to me, so they can just buy this guide. Also this guide, 10 euros, 15 euros. Then there was someone in the gym that told me, Eli, why don't you share your workouts online? It will definitely work. Start with Instagram, share it. And I was like, why? Why would I share it? Like, there's so many fitness girls out there. Like, I don't know a lot. I don't feel like I'm super fit. Limiting thoughts. And he said, no, try it. Try it. You know, you have a good fit body. You don't have to be all the way there. Some women, they even appreciate you having your feminine curves and then still being fit. And I was like, you know what? Maybe. Let's just try it. So I tried, and honestly, it didn't really blow up. You thought maybe I'm gonna switch the subject and be like, I blew up online. No, it definitely took me years, months, maybe years to actually blow up. So let's do a jump start. I already did some things, I did the PDF, I did the Get to Know Fitness package, I shared my workouts online, not super consistent. But then the lockdown hit. And the lockdown is the time where everything exploded for me, and exploded like within followers in a very short amount of time. And it happened this way. So the first day of the lockdown, I got a DM of one of my followers, and she said, hey, Eli, you share your workouts online sometimes, and I know you have this package, Get to Know Fitness, and everything I was offering at that time. Can you not just share a free workout, go live on Facebook, and just, teach us some things? And I was like, you know what? That's actually a good idea. Let me just do that. So that was the moment. The moment I went live is when I blew up. I got so many viewers, over, I think 40,000 viewers in my live. It was crazy. That era, the lockdown era, was a crazy era of online workouts. And I was offering a lot of free value. And I wasn't afraid to give a lot of free value, because at the end, they all followed me, and till this day, there's many followers of me that still follow me since the lockdown. Since the lockdown, have been following me, and they're extremely loyal followers. But anyway, I went online, and again, I saw an opportunity. Wait a minute, people actually like this. There's a lot of women that are following me. There is something in what I'm doing that is working. So I continued giving this free value until I launched my first ever online workout platform in the lockdown. I launched it within 3 months. So why am I telling this? I was dealing with a lot of thoughts before even sharing my first workout online. I didn't know if it was going to work out. I didn't know if there's going to be girls that would like this. I was doubting myself because I thought I wasn't fit enough. There were a lot of limiting thoughts that were stopping me from doing it, but I tried it anyway. It's like, you know what? Not losing anything. I tried it anyway. And, when I blew up online, I got so many followers. I started with my online coaching, my online group class platform, not my coaching platform yet. It was just me giving online workouts. It wasn't really coaching yet. Later, it transitioned into one-on-one coaching, which is what I'm doing right now. But this is the one thing that I really want to give you as value in this podcast, and that is, really research for yourself. What are the limiting thoughts? What are the things that I'm thinking about myself that are stopping me? Maybe you're thinking, I want to do this, but that's like so unrealistic. Like there's so much possible if you just expand your thoughts and expand the possibilities. Because I knew that I was capable of doing something, but I didn't know exactly what I was going to do. I didn't know I was going to be living in Dubai right now and helping over 1,000 of women online, helping them be fitter and healthier and just happier with themselves. I didn't know that, but I did know that I was going to do something. So whenever that opportunity presented itself, and I was open and aware of, wait a minute, if there's something on my path, I need to grab that chance and fucking run with it. Excuse my language. So I grabbed this opportunity and I was like, this is my moment. I have to continue now because this is what God put on my place now. This is what God put on in my life. Now I have to freaking grasp it. And you know what it is, ladies? You know what it is? So many times, because you are limiting yourself with your thoughts, there's so many opportunities that has presented themselves, but you were not aware of it. There were so many moments that there was a little door that was opening and you were not aware of it. Why? Because you're already limiting yourself here on what is capable. So you're not open and you're not aware of what's happening around you to see opportunity in what's happening, and you're not willing to take that risk. So that one thing that's stopping you from growing is not only your own thoughts, but is that the continuous procrastination. And the procrastination happens because you have no idea what are the opportunities around you. Maybe people very close to you, maybe someone that you met in the bus or in the metro, or maybe like the conversations that you have with someone, maybe that was an opportunity for you. Maybe that was that one step that you had to take. So think about that. That's something that I really want to give you today. And at this point that I'm now in my life, I don't want to say that it's the ultimate that I've reached, and I know I can reach more. To be fair, my goal was to be a millionaire before my 30s. I didn't reach it yet. However, I still believe in it. And I don't want to share like superficial things, because it's not only about the material, because I'm very, very passionate about the fact that I am helping women online, helping, to reach their full potential now physically and mentally. And that's where I get a lot of energy from. But obviously, also I have also other goals, and material goals are also fine to have. And I know that I'm not at my peak right now, but I'm definitely on the way. And because I'm used to continuously taking these risks and being able to see opportunity, being able to try different things, because I've tried it in the past. And even though not everything worked out, even though I had many business ideas that failed, I kept going because I didn't put all my balls in one basket. I didn't think like, okay, this is going to be it. I need to put all my energy in that. No, you try different things. And then you say, wait a minute, this is interesting. People are responding positive. Oh, what do they like about this? Analyze what's happening around you. Get to know yourself very well. Get to know what you are capable of. Get to know what you are strong at. And from that point, you can see what might be your vision in life, what might be your passion in life. So ladies, thank you so much for listening. I mean, I have to tell you, like, I put my notes here in this beautiful phone of mine and I didn't even look at it. So I'm going to look at it now to see if I forgot something. I don't think so. Oh, I wrote down a very nice sentence, and I think I'm going to end this podcast episode, my first ever podcast episode. Girls, my first ever podcast episode is with you. Thank you for that. I'm going to end it with this sentence. I wrote it down. Oftentimes in my life, I procrastinated. But life showed me slowly that if you're willing to step out of your comfort zone and you get used to the idea of seeking discomfort, amazing things can grow. Thank you so much, ladies, for taking your time to listen to my first episode. And I can't wait to share more value with you. And Unleash Her is going to be such an amazing movement. And I'm very excited. So mark my words, my first episode, Unleash Her community. It's going to be one of the biggest movements worldwide, female-only movements, where we gather and we will connect as women and like-minded women to reach our full potential. So mark my words, and I'm excited to have you with me on this journey. Have a very good day. Bye bye.